What's up, gamers? Jem here, and this is going to be another discovery video about the game pages, and I think this is going to be the final one because we finally can activate the links for the game pages. And this is a video that I'm freestyling. It's unscripted. Normally I just make gameplay videos and stuff like that, but this time it's completely unscripted, just because I feel like it suits this type of specific video better, so I'm doing it this way. But anyways, I want to give a big massive shout out to Adam from Stadia Source. They posted a tweet where it takes you to this page. We will already see the link somewhere. I'm gonna put it in the post process, but anyways, this link is basically like a splash page or an advertising link for Immortals Fenyx Rising. You can see that there's a pre-order on Stadia button. You can see that it's Immortals Fenyx Rising. You have this beautiful screenshot of this game world that actually makes me want to play this game. I mean, I already wanted to play this game, but looking at this screenshot makes me just want to go in right now and just explore this island. But anyways, Adam posted this on Twitter, and he was pretty much like, oh, look what I found, guys. And then I'm like, oh my god, this is the puzzle piece that I've been missing. And once I got this link and looked around through some stuff, I finally managed to unblock the links that I was trying to access a month ago with PUBG. I don't know if you remember in my previous game page videos, I was talking about PUBG. But anyways, I'm going to get to that later. Let's just go through this whole page right now. So this is Immortals Fenyx Rising. You got the pre-order Stadia page button thing here. Let me just get one thing straight here. This is not for Stadia people. This isn't meant for Stadia players. This is for people outside of Stadia. This is for advertising the game as well as Stadia, and that was the biggest piece to the puzzle on how I unblocked the PUBG stuff. But anyways, so let's go through this website. You got a beautiful screenshot, you got the description of the games, and you got some useful information here. You got like your teen rating. It's a single player game, action adventure, release date December 3rd, and then publisher Ubisoft. Again, game details here. This is new, I believe. Pre-order now for the bonus quest of Tale of Fire and Lightning, which I don't remember this being mentioned before, but whatever. So cool, little extra bonus for pre-ordering for Stadia. Now I want to put your attention to this. At the bottom of the page, you have like these three little, I don't know, let's just call it widgets of information. I'm sure there's an actual better name for this, but let's just call it for a widget of information or badges, I don't know. But anyways, you know what, information bubbles, that's what I'm going to call it. So you got an information bubble, you got three of these, and each one of these, it promotes Stadia very well. So I'm just going to start from the left. You got play instantly. Just launch your game and start playing. No more waiting on downloads or updates. And that is like one of the selling points of Stadia. It's one of the reasons why we like Stadia. There's no waiting for downloads or updates. This is going to be a problem especially with next gen consoles, because games are going to be massive in storage size, and you're going to be waiting a lot of downloads and updates. You don't get that with Stadia, so I like that it's right in your face right here, and it's straight to the point of what Stadia is and can do. Then you have across your screens, play Stadia games across your screens with the controls you already have. Again, this is like an information where you don't really pay attention to it. On how big of a deal this really is. For example, if you have multiple TVs in your house, instead of just buying multiple consoles, like there are some people in households where they have multiple consoles just because they can have, plugged in, let's say you have like two PlayStations. You have two PlayStations because you want to plug it on two different TVs, and you just can't be bothered to constantly just take out the console and hook it up to another TV whenever you want to switch screens. So this is more of a big of a deal than people realize. The fact that you can pretty much access almost anywhere, like your Android phone, and then you got your Chrome browser on like Windows and Mac and Linux, and then you have the TV, which is the Chromecast Ultra. All you have to do is spend like £30 on the Chromecast Ultra, and if you want, you could buy additional Chromecast Ultras for £30, I believe it is, and just hook it up to other TVs. So it's really like cheap way of hooking Stadia up on multiple TVs in your house instead of buying a lot of consoles just for the same purpose. And then this is the most important one, I believe. I truly think this is the most important one right here. Pay once. Buy Immortals Fenyx Rising and it's yours to keep. No subscription required. Now, we already know this. As Stadia fans, we already know what Stadia is and we know what Stadia Pro is. But there is so much misleading information being spread on YouTube and media where people think Stadia is only a subscription service. You need to subscribe and buy the games on top, which is simply not true. Stadia itself is free. There is no monthly subscription. You just buy the game and you play at 1080p max. If you want 4K and if you want Stadia Pro games like PlayStation Plus, that's when you pay for the subscription. So, and another thing is, Google tends to really push Stadia Pro in your face. I love Stadia Pro. I really love Stadia Pro. I think it's one of the best values in gaming as of now, like right next to Xbox Game Pass, and I think Stadia Pro is up there as well. And it's such a great deal, and Google's really trying to promote Stadia Pro to everyone. But the problem is, when you keep promoting Stadia and you're focusing on Stadia Pro, everyone is going to focus on the word subscribe. Everyone's going to focus on, oh, $10 a month. Oh, it's a subscription service. And then they're going to associate subscription with Stadia, and then that's how it's so easy to like misinform people about Stadia is not a subscription service thing. Stadia Pro is, which is exactly how PlayStation Plus works. So it's really, really nice to see this information, nice, clear, bold. Pay once, buy Immortals Fenyx, and it's yours to keep. No subscription required. This needs to be like shouted more, screamed more often, and I'm so glad that it's right here in our face. So then you have like what it costs: $60 for standard, $100 for gold edition. I feel like some people are gonna have a problem with this one, but you know what? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We don't even know what's in the gold edition anyways. So yeah, you scroll down and then you have another button, pre-order on Stadia. When you click on this link, actually, it takes you to the Stadia store page. I'm not going to click on it now, but you could click on it yourself if you like. And then release date December 3. So if I scroll all the way up, right, you have the Immortals Fenyx page right here, and then pre-order on Stadia button. And you know, this is the first thing you see, and it's nice. You have this big screenshot. You know what game it is. It's on Stadia, and you can pre-order it. It's nice, visual, clear information right from the get-go. And then you scroll down, you read all of this stuff, you read about Stadia stuff, and then once you're informed, you have another button right here. It's pre-order on Stadia. So now that you're informed, you can make a decision. Do you really want to pre-order on Stadia? So my point, so at the beginning of this video I was saying how this website isn't meant for Stadia people. If you're already on Stadia, this isn't for you, because I realized, I was asking myself, why would you even make a page like this? Why not just link the Stadia store page, right? Because all of this information is already on the Stadia store page. Although I will admit this page looks way better than the Stadia store page, but the information is still there. And then at that moment is when I realized this isn't for Stadia people. This is for people who are thinking about getting Immortals Fenyx Rising and they have an option to get it on Stadia. What I think is going to happen is we're going to see maybe a link in like Immortals Fenyx Rising YouTube trailer maybe, and in the description you'll have a link that takes you to this page. I really hope YouTube eventually starts adding Stadia buttons instead of links, where if you're watching Immortals Fenyx trailer, at the end of the video maybe you'll have this big button that says pre-order now on Stadia, and then it will just take you to this page. That would be nice. But anyways, once I've asked that question about myself, about why did they make this page and not just link to the Stadia store page, I realized that you need a Stadia account to access the Stadia store page. But with this, you don't need a Stadia account to access. And that's when my brain just clicked, and I thought, oh my god, I need to immediately try the link that I've been trying to access a month ago, which is the PUBG link. If you watch my previous game page discovery videos, I kept showing the link. The link was always in my face, it was always in the video, and I couldn't access it because I kept being blocked. Now I know why I kept being blocked. As soon as I logged out of Stadia, the link worked. So for all I know, that link was active for a whole month, and I just couldn't figure out how to activate it until now. So again, a big shout out to Adam from Stadia Source for unintentionally giving me the piece of the puzzle that I've been trying to solve for a month. So when you go into that PUBG link, it will take you to this page. So this is the page, this is the link that I've had on my video for a month now, and now we can finally access it. For all I know, again, maybe this link worked a whole month ago and I just didn't know how to access it back then. But anyways, the link is working now, I can access it. And this one's a bit different. This one is about Stadia Pro. It's more focused on Stadia Pro, and this is what I was talking about with Google really trying to sell Stadia Pro. I feel like Stadia should be selling Stadia itself, and then once you're a Stadia member, that's when you should start selling Stadia Pro. Because when you start selling Stadia Pro into people who don't care about Stadia, then you're just like throwing in the words monthly subscription, free trial, and stuff like that, and people are just going to assume that Stadia is only a subscription service, which again is not true at all. Stadia Pro is a subscription service, but Stadia itself is free. But anyways, so you're taken to this page, Play Unknown Battleground on Stadia Pro. It says play now with Stadia Pro, 1 month free trial, $10 a month after trial ends, cancel any times. I think this video right here is from season 8, I believe, of PUBG. I remember seeing a video like this for season 8. And then you have some information about season 8 payback edition. You got descriptions and stuff, and then you scroll down, and now you have a different bubble of information here. Your game library. Get unlimited access to your favorite games. New games are added every month. Across your screens. Play Stadia games across your screens with the controllers you already have. Play instantly. Just launch your game and start playing. No more waiting on downloads, updates. I really like this one as well. This also promotes Stadia in a good way. Just launch your game and start playing. How many times, like all of us, right, especially when we have Stadia Pro, how many times have we just claimed the game and we're playing within seconds? Like seriously, like you hit the claim button, or maybe you want to buy a game, you hit the buy button, and within like 2 seconds you're already in the game, like you're already launching the game. It's really insane, it's really fast, and I really like that about Stadia. So they're talking about that in here. And then you have exclusive discounts. So Stadia Pro discounts are more than the Stadia normal Stadia. So Stadia itself also have exclusive discounts, but Stadia Pro discounts are more, and like you get more discounts with Stadia Pro, and also, oh my god, I can't even say this properly. I'm trying to say there's more games that have Stadia Pro discounts, and not only that, but the discounts are greater as well. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. So it says buy games at discounted prices and play for free during special Stadia Pro events. This is interesting. So Google actually uses the term special Stadia Pro events, and the only one that comes to my mind right now is the free weekends. And as of recording this video, Division 2 free weekend is live on Stadia right now. So it's just really interesting to me that Google has a terminology right now for this. for this whole event thing. It's called Special Stadia Pro Events, and it also specifically mentions Stadia Pro. So I thought that was interesting to point out. So yeah, let's just scroll down. What it costs: 1 month free trial, then $10 a month, cancel anytime, controller stuff, screen devices, and then right at the end, again, once you read through all the information, there's another button, play now with Stadia Pro. PUBG Season 8 is ready for you. And if I remember correctly, Season 7 and Season 8 was free on Stadia Pro PUBG. And I think Google has probably most likely made a deal with the developers of PUBG. You know what, I don't even know I don't even know who made PUBG. What are the developers? You know what? We can find that information at the top of the page. Developer PUBG Corporation. So PUBG developers is PUBG. So I think Google and PUBG have made some sort of deal where they said, hey, not only do we want your game on Stadia, but we want Season Pass as part of Stadia Pro. We'll give you some sort of money, I don't know. So they probably made some sort of deal where Stadia Pro members get PUBG Season Pass. I don't know how long this is going to go, but so far we've had Season 7 and now we're on Season 8 for free. And also, how much does a PUBG Season Pass cost anyway? Like, think about it. If it actually costs $10 anyway, then essentially you're getting access to free 4K 60 frame PUBG with Season Pass included. Like, if Season Pass is $10, then you'll, on top of that, if you go on Stadia, you'll get all the Stadia Pro games for the same amount. You'll get your Season Pass that you wanted, and you're also getting 4K 60 frames from PUBG. And PUBG isn't really that well optimized in general for like all platforms. I mean, it runs fairly well on Stadia, but I'm just saying on PC it doesn't, like, it's not really well optimized on PC. And I know console players have been complaining about PUBG performance as well, but credit to developers. I've heard good things that they have made a lot of patches, and it's running way smoother than it was like 2 years ago, for example. So I do hear compliments time and time again that the game does improve in terms of performance. But I'm just saying, if your PC has problems running this game, or if you don't like the console version, at least you have the Stadia as an option. The Stadia, oh my god, I've never said that before. See, this is why I don't like unscripted videos. But anyways, so this is the link that I've been trying to access for a month now, and I finally figured out, thanks to Adam for showing me a piece of that puzzle, and I solved out the rest on how to access this. And there was another page. It was stadia.com/games, and it takes you to this. And once you're on this page, you will see all the Stadia Pro games available this month of September. So you got Super Bomberman R Online, which is a September title. You got Hitman, Hello Neighbor, and Gunsport. These are the titles that was available in September. I feel like I'm missing one game. But anyways, so you can see that Stadia is updating this page. So if you subscribe right now to Stadia Pro, you will have access to all of these games as part of your Stadia Pro library. Every month we get more and more games. We get, like, I don't know, let's say on average we get 3 games. There have been moments where we got 5, and I believe in June we had 6. I think that was the record. But I'm just going to say on average we get 3 games a month. And then on the bottom of the page, you just have like different Stadia games just being mentioned, like Stadia has these games. So yeah, this is the entire video of the discovery thing. The game pages is finally at an end, I believe. Like, I don't think there's nothing else to cover. So thanks to Adam from Stadia Source again, because now I can finally put this discovery game pages to a rest. We found what it is, what it does. We're pretty much, basically, like, this is it. This is the final destination. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching this video. This is Jem, and I'll see you on the next one.